I'm Kathy Caprino, and welcome to my weekly video blog, Work You Love. Today I'm taking a question from Evelyn, all around what do I do when my spouse does not want me to make changes? Interesting question. I have no doubt that the take that I'm going to be sharing, my views, are going to generate a lot of lively comments, so share below. I'd love to know what you think. All right, here's Evelyn's question. I want career coaching now, however, my husband is not a supporter. I'm at a point where I want to start my own business, but he is very risk averse and doesn't want to intentionally gamble on the idea. I'm in a rut, exhausted, and I want to get re-energized and once again know that the work I do matters and offers me satisfaction. I'm a middle manager in my career, but also a wife, mother, community leader, active church member who feels like her job is sucking the life out of her. My husband thinks because of the uncertainty of times, I should be happy to have a job that pays 6 figures, and I appreciate that. But I know that if I don't figure out my career, reinvent myself, or do something, I'm going to burn out completely, and my career reputation will be ruined. Do you have any pointers that would help me convince my husband to believe you could help me, improve my career outlook, and pull me back from the edge of career suicide? He thinks it's a waste of our hard-earned money for no real gain. Wow. Ooh, I have a lot to say. It's going to be tempting not to go over 5 minutes, but I'm going to really try to focus here. I have 3 major themes I want to share with you. The first is, you asked me, do I have any pointers that will help convince your husband? So I want to talk about convince. First of all, career coaches don't convince. Convince is the wrong energy. And truthfully, it's the wrong energy for you too. Convince, in my way of thinking, is causing someone else to believe that something is true. And I don't think that's where you really want to go. Where do you want to go? You've said it here. Your job is sucking the life out of you. And you're afraid that if you do not do something critical, you're going to ruin your career reputation. So what that says to me is this: you know you need change, or this is not sustainable. So your 6 figures, your husband, he's risk averse, he doesn't want you to gamble. But here's the deal: if you stay doing nothing, that's the gamble, because it's going to show, it's going to come out. You're not going to succeed, you're not going to thrive. You will, in some ways, sometimes we sabotage what we're doing because we're just so unhappy. We don't know any other way out. But I can tell you this, if you're feeling like this, you're not going to succeed in this job for much longer. So you have to do something. So around convincing, let that go. And what I encourage you to do is sit down with your husband and masterfully, powerfully, authoritatively share what you shared with me. I cannot continue like this, and I need some help because I can't solve this problem by myself. I quote this constantly. Einstein said, "We cannot solve a problem on the level of consciousness that it was created." Truer words were never spoken. You can't do this by yourself. You need help. Now, that doesn't mean you need to go to a coach. There are many local resources. You can go to your local library, look up career help, ask for help, networking meetings. Score.org can help you even think about your new business idea. There's a lot of help. It doesn't have to be expensive, but you need help. The second thing I want to share with you is, how important is this to you? How important is it that you make change now? That you step up and live better and work better and feel better and contribute better? How important is this? If it's critical, then you will prioritize it and you will find a way to do it. So I really encourage you to understand that some form of change is necessary and that you need to prioritize that very highly. You mentioned that you're a community leader, a wife, a mother, an active church member. So what that says to me is all of those outside roles come first. But where are you in that? How can you make yourself first in this so that you can give to the world, give to your family, give to your community in the way you're longing to. Because if you don't put yourself first now, it's not going to happen. And you're going to wake up in 5 years with a lot of regret. The third thing I want to share with you is this. You don't have to risk everything in order to make a positive change. So many people come to me and they've had it with their corporate careers or their careers in nonprofit, whatever their trajectory has been, and they say, that's it, I'm done, I want to start my own business, because in their mind, that's the only way to get relief from the pain they have. And it's just not accurate. For many people, having your own business is not the right answer. So what I encourage you to do is not attach to that outcome. That's it, I've got to have my own business. But do a thorough evaluation through my career path self-assessment. You can download that on my website, elliottcommunications.com. It asks deep probing questions that I wish someone had asked me 20, 30 years ago. But it asks you to look at, for instance, every job you've ever had, what you love, what you hated, what you'll never do again, and what you want to bring forward. It asks you your standards of integrity, your non-negotiables, your values, your preferences, your personality. It helps you look at everything that is working and the specific things that are not, because you've had great success in your career. I guarantee that there's some pieces of it that are working. So what you want to make sure you do is avoid what I call the pendulum effect. And I did a quick little video about that. You can find that on YouTube, the pendulum effect. And that came from a series I started, My 52 Mistakes, the biggest mistakes I've made in my life and work. The pendulum effect, as I see it, is we stay in a situation way too long, and we're so tortured by it, so unhappy. We feel so thwarted and frustrated and angry and sick that we swing like a pendulum to the farthest direction away from where we think we were. So for me, for instance, it was from corporate to being a marriage and family therapist. It's a mistake because what you do often through the pendulum swing is throw the baby out with the bathwater. You chuck all of who you've been, and that's really a mistake. What's better is a more balanced view where you end up in the middle, chucking what doesn't work, but preserving and nurturing and growing what does. So I hope that's been helpful. Back to the idea of convincing, let go of convincing. You become powerful with the idea that I need to make a change. I don't know what that change is yet, and I'm very open to exploring that, but I need help to do that, and I'm going to go and get it. And I need your support to do that, and I hope you can give me support for that. That's what I'd like you to say to all the loved ones in your life who you do need support from to make this happen. Thanks so much. Please, everyone, share your comments below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.